Good morning, good morning. Brianna Lachey, what's up? Sharonda, what it is? Sharita W, Mr. Banks, man, I tell you I love that name. Morning, morning. Miss Borders, Majestic, Sybil Wilkes, Tom Joyner. oh yeah. Y'all see the Leo Cup, right? It's the best damn Zodiac sign on the planet. Drink up. Is this organized what I do? It goes, girl. I don't understand that question. You say, is this what we call organized spirituality? I don't know. Ain't nothing organized about this. It's what's inside you needs to come out. And I'm going to share a great little story with you guys to help you guys understand that today. Oh, no, them damn Aquarius. As long as you ain't no Pisces. No, I'm just bullshit, y'all. Pisces are good people. I'm waiting on the little 2-3 minute mark. All right, everybody. I got to do trigger warnings. I got to say trigger warnings, trigger warnings, trigger warnings, trigger warnings. This ancestral prayer is going to be trigger warning. That's all I can say. So, temperamental Leos, Jesus Christ. So if you guys ain't ready for the trigger warnings and everything, back out this bitch now. This is a trigger warning because I am not holding anything back. I told you guys I don't give a fuck. We finna heal each other from the inside and out. We finna heal our whole generation and our whole lineage. Because the dreams I've been having and these conspiracy theory downloads I'm getting, man, we got to get our spirituality on point or else our ass is gonna be Xenobots very soon. So we gotta get this together. Indigo blue. Don't hurt nobody. Indigo blue. RDZ lyrics. Oh boy. I have an issue with Pisces. Too damn emotional. If I'm emotional, you can't be with somebody that's equally as emotional. We both out here hurting people for no damn reason. Jumping on people's back. Oh, Joy. Joy, you're in the house. Oh, Joy. I do. Yeah, I tell you, I do be coming for y'all Pisces. Y'all gonna gang up and boop, 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 boop. And be like, Baron, I told you not to fuck with us Pisces, bitch. We the world #1 serial killer for a reason. We get shits done. I'm doing my flush this week, y'all. So hot tea, hot everything. The whole week. I want to be as thin as I can't say that. That's racist. I want to be very flushed out. All right, everybody. So again, I'm going to say the trigger warning. Tamiko, what it is. So Leo, Virgo, cuss. There you go, Shay Joe. That's me. Leo, Virgo, cuss. So that make me 10 times intelligent and quite angry and a go-getter. So nobody can beat that Leo, Virgo, cuss sign. Nobody. Except for Gemini. Them niggas got a way of making you feel like they make you feel really like happy at times, and then they'll drop you down to a little bit of level, then they'll build you back up. You got to come in out the gate dominating them Geminis if you're a Leo. You got to, can't give them no leeway, man. You got to, that's the only way to work. Hey, Sybil, you know I don't mess with you on that level there because you got combat training. So I'm apologizing to all Geminis just because of her. She can kick my ass. I know what she can do, baby. My mom, LOL, she does exactly that, and I'm telling you, you can play with it if you. Boy, what? Y'all could turn them emotions on and off, fuck up the world, and come back and give you a hug afterwards. No way, baby. All right, everybody. So let's get into this prayer, and I want to talk to you guys about something very serious. Every last one of these ancestor morning prayers are very unique. They're off the cuff. Ain't nothing scripted. It's what I get in my spirit closet, what comes to me, and I'm led to talk about it. I hope it resonates. I hope it fills you guys up, and I hope it heals. That's my only thing. So I gotta say trigger warning. They say I gotta say trigger warning because some people are sensitive. So today we're going to talk about those ancestors, our ancestors of children, and children that have been abused. Now, this ain't the child that's been abused between me and you. This ain't my inner child. This is not your inner child. So I want you guys to get this clear. What I'm talking about, this is the child along our bloodline that have been abused, taken advantage of, unalived, whatever the case may be, that didn't get the chance to get retribution, that didn't get the chance to live a life, that didn't get the chance to impart their knowledge and wisdom or to gain knowledge and wisdom to the extent of an adulthood. These are children. So if this is a little sensitive matter to you, because it was for me, when I was meditating on it, I didn't get to bed till 2:30, 3 o'clock last night because I had to calm my mind down and listen to some, old classic 70s music that made me feel like somebody in order to really to process this, because I had to go back into my childhood and hug on that little boy, and get a feel-good energy from that era. So I know this may be a sensitive topic for some. So again, trigger warnings. Now, when I talk about the ancestors of our youth, when people think about ancestors, they think about everybody old, decrepit, the people that has been venerated, saints and shit like that. And that's a trick to me. I think that's a trick. That's BS. Because anytime you have breathed air on this planet and you perish, whether it was one day or a million years, you become an ancestor because you was part of my lineage. I've heard some people say, hey, you have to wait 100 years before someone can become an ancestor. We don't realize, we won't recognize those people, we won't know those people, we won't understand how to heal those people other than a general prayer, healing my ancestors known and unknown. That's the cliche shit, I think. No disrespect to anybody's culture, belief, etc. This is in my belief, that's cliche shit. I like to heal the totality of an ancestor. I want to heal every aspect of your ancestor lineage. The ones that's hiding in the dark that are creeps, the one that were too high and mighty to come down off the hill, the one that did bad shit, the one that did good shit, the one that just didn't know shit, the one that just ain't shit. We need to heal all of them, and we need to get their ass in perspective and put them in a straight line so that when we do call on them, they could come as our avatars. They could come as the person to be the stand-in for our daily man, our now man. Now I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. The purpose of this is to put our ancestor energy in alignment to where when we can't take on the struggle, or we don't know what we're doing in this lifetime, they know. They might have experience. They surely have possibly overcame it or succumbed to it. So they'll be able to come back and get into us, give us the mindset, the intelligence, the way of being to take this to the next level or to overcome. This is what we're doing with this. And if you're not trying to do that with your ancestors, then you're playing a really foul, fucked up game, and you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm not going to throw no punches, tribe. I'm not going to beat around the bush, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. Because what's coming in the future is too damn important for us to be cliche spiritualists, for us to be internet conspiracy theory spiritualists, for us to be doing little spells we see from witch books and shit. We need to really get into this spirituality and tap into it. And the only way we're going to do that if we harness the power of our ancestors, that light inside of us, those that came before us. If we can't do that, then we're lost, we're dead, destruction ensues. Now, I'm going to take this to a point, and for all my non-African American subscribers, trust me, this is not a play on you. This is just information, sort of like critical race theory. It's not to attack you, it's to just to inform my people. So if it's come off a little racist, trust me, it ain't going after you. I'm just speaking what I know, what I've experienced from a black man in America. Again, told you this bitch gonna be unapologetic, so I gotta say trigger warning. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna turn it to a racial aspect, okay? Because I want you guys to get it. We turn it into a racial aspect. Our ancestors, which they tell us all started back 200-300 years ago. That's the only time the black man ever had an ancestor. It's just 300 years ago. That's the stopping point. So we'll start there. When all the while when this slavery was out, these brutal lynchings, these horrendous things that was being done to our ancestors, and they had to overcome and get back on the right track and just do the right damn thing, right? And they had to fake it till they make it. They had to lie. They had to cheat. They had to swindle. They had to do all of this shit right here. Those times created some of the hardest ancestors in our lineage. Those times created some of the best people in our lineage. Those times created some of the nastiest, low down, grimiest people, hateful in that lineage. And if we don't go and get them, rescue them, save them, utilize them, then all of that knowledge, experience, and energy is for naught. We are leaving money on the table. We are leaving chips on the table, and this is not acceptable. If you're trying to become the strongest spiritualist you're trying to be, not a religious fanatic, but a spiritualist, somebody who really cares about changing their world. Notice I didn't say changing the world, changing your world. Then you need to come to the simple conclusion that we are all shattered, broken to pieces, incomplete, emotionally fucked, stirred up, screwed up, blind, hoodwinked. I could go along all the derogatory things that we is, but simply saying we do not have a clue of who we are or where we come from. And the only way you're going to get that is through a spiritual sense. I'm sorry, we're not going to get that from teaching that, oh, we're from a tribe in Africa called the Mbutu Katito, and then in the Mbutu Katito used to sit up there and grind berries down to make honey wine and juices and shit, and that's all we're about. They can tell us the history, they could tell us the formalities, they could tell us all that shit there. But when would you, growing up in America, born in America, adopted Western society, theologicals and all this shit, biblical. When are the hell are we? What the hell can that teach us other than that a black tribe or African tribe knew how to make beer, wine, and knew how to make goods and services? It still puts us in the mind of servitude. But if we can go back and heal our ancestor, we could go back and line our ancestor energy up to the point where we can go to sleep and have a nice little dream, go in our closet, have a nice meditation session, and get the message that was in us that one of our ancestors has overcame, conquered, bested. I'm not gonna apologize for this type of shit because we have been tricked. We have been tricked by different cultures. We have been tricked by different races. We have been tricked by different fucking continental entities, principalities, and spiritual beings. We have been tricked and fucked over and disenfranchised on all levels. But the one thing that is coming back to us is our spirituality, because that's something that nobody gets to keep or hold but you. And if you allow these people to have more power over your spirituality, fuck the body, fuck the mind, you can regulate this shit. You can go to a whole nother universe every day, 10 times a day. But when it comes to our spirituality, that shit is sticking with us because that permeates into our subconscious mind. And when our subconscious mind think, we gonna think religion. We gonna think old Jesus. We gonna think Buddha, Allah. We gonna think a God from Kemet, Amun Ra. We gonna think all that there. But when you think about all of that, and listen to me good, people, because we are gonna get this shit together. We are going to heal properly. Properly, not just heal, because I don't want no scar. If I go and get liposuction to get my six-pack abs instead of praying for them, you don't need to see the little incision mark. I want to heal properly. So I want to get this fat up off my ass the proper way through hard work and determination. Same thing with our spirituality. If we sit up there and just get our spiritual mind right and not talk about the ancestral part of our spirituality, no matter what they practice, no matter what they was into, because lessons are learned, then we're just putting band-aids over scars that can probably fester up again. That's going to cause us to question who we are. And the name of the game is never to question who you are, because that is what you should know. Let's take it back to the good book. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. When you dive in that book, every passage in that book is about creating a sense of fear, doubt, unassuredness, to the point where the bitch say, lean not into your own understanding. Oh yeah, this is a Sermon on the Mount, baby. This is the Sermon on the Mount, and I'm on a pile of Christian skulls today. Let me sip on this here tea. It creates fear. It creates disappointment. It creates illogical thinking. Lean not to your own understanding, but the understanding of God. But I am God. When I got to make my child support payment every month and that money ain't there, I can't pray to God to send that money to the Department of State. When I got to make my car note, my rent, I can't ask God to give me that, to pay the rent, man. Miraculously, it comes from a flesh and blood entity. You come up with an idea, a script, a plan to get it. Whether you gotta hustle, borrow, steal it. But you get it. If we lean not on our own understanding and we let an outside entity, an outside source direct our path, we are going into the creator's path of that outside source. Now, let me tell you again, people, because I'm not here to, how they say on that TikTok, If you think I'm here to fuck around with you, you got another thing coming. I love that TikTok. If we say, let's throw me in the mix, hell with it. We just gonna go on with the Baron teaching. The Baron, we're gonna go to the religion of the Baron. And the Baron will create this religious set, code, following. And the Baron says, this is how this shit should be done. This is how I should pray to God. This is how I should do all this right here. And you go and you do exactly what the Baron say. And I say, don't trust nobody else but the Baron. Don't listen to your better nature. Don't listen to your conscious mind. Don't listen to your safety preserve. Don't listen to your gut. Just do what I say. Do what I say. Don't do what I do now. Because that's how the shit been going throughout history. Don't do what I do, but just do what I say. And I preach that shit to you guys. And everything you do is what I say. I could be over here fucking 10 million hoes. I could be over here robbing, killing, and stealing. But I'm telling y'all to be the righteous way things and to suffer unto me. But I ain't suffering unto nothing. Are you doing what you supposed to be doing? Or are you doing what the fuck I'm telling you to do? No difference. And I put me in the mix because I'm the lowest of the low of the low of the low. I'm the lowest form of spirituality there it can possibly be. Because there's somebody over me, there's somebody over you, there's somebody over him. There's always a bigger fish. Me, I'm just worried about getting my energy in line. I'm worried about getting my spiritual blessings and my totality in order. Just like I'm sharing this with you so you guys can get your totality in order. So you won't have to rely on some religious fanatic. You won't have to rely on other doctrines that come about that you have never met the person. You don't know if this person ever existed. The Asians come close. They say Buddha really walked the planet. Bodhidharma, he actually walked the bitch. Learned all the skills of animals. So the Asians got a leg up in this bitch, right? The Vikings, all their gods and myth, they literally walked the planet. Hindu gods, they literally had a foothold in the planet. They could go back and trace this shit. Christianity, coming from a region where Muhammad, Al-Hakim, and all these other fancy names are supposed to come from. We get James, Jesus, Peter, Thomas, Timothy, Jacob. That sounds very Eurocentric to me. Now, why should I do that when my skin is brown? My ancestors are brown. My ancestors come from that era, that region. My ancestors lived a long time before they discovered religion to the point where we was all spiritual. And you see this mean mug on my face. I'm taking this very serious because I don't give a fuck today. We're going to get into the ancestor prayer, but I got to educate this thing first. To the point where now, one of the most sacred forms of our spirituality from Africa, which is Yoruba practices, have been commercialized so fucking bad to the point where you have people claiming to be the protectors of it. I have never read a book where somebody needed to protect my religion from somebody tearing my religion down. Somebody need to protect my spirituality, or else I'm gonna fall into chaos shambles and can't do a damn thing. You had the Crusades, you had the Islamic wars, you had all these wars fought over religion, but not one single brick or rock or anything was thrown over spirituality. Get that straight, people. Wars have been fought, lives have been lost over religion. but not one motherfucking rock, brick, pebble, stone was thrown just because a motherfucker wanted to make sure the earth was okay and they wanted to satisfy loving one another, treating everybody like an equal, understanding that it's something better, that I shouldn't hurt you, you shouldn't hurt me, I shouldn't offend you, you shouldn't offend me. And you think about that. And then you take something so spiritual and so pure as the African-based religious system. I should say African-based spiritual system. And you turn it into a cult, a sect. You turn it into an ideology to where it can be monetized. And then the elite, the echelon, the top of the top get the money while we sit up here and suffer in silence. No difference. And people, we need to get away from that type of shit. Practice the spirituality that you want to practice. Live the life you want to live. Do what the fuck you want to do without guilt, sorrow, shame, or motherfucking fear of retribution. This is your life. This is your experience on planet Earth in this realm. And you need to live that bitch to the fullest. You need to live it, understand it. Don't let your mate stop you. Don't let your children stop you. Don't let your boss stop you. Don't let nobody fucking stop you. Don't even let your love for another motherfucking person stop you from experience the joys of this fucking world. Because you only get to be this bitch one good time. The other times you're learning fucking lessons. The other time is pure chaos, stress, and drama. So enjoy this motherfucker while we're here. That was my soapbox, man. We got too much depression, emotional breakdowns. I can't do nothing with this. I can't help this right here. I can't heal the world. I can't heal the sick. I can't get my own ass out of bed to enjoy to look at the sun. I can't get up and cook for myself because I'm such depressed. Why the fuck do you think you're depressed? Because you're sitting up there waiting on some outside God, some outside energy, some outside entity to come in and pick you up off that goddamn bed and move you. To come over and make you not take that leap off that high-rise building. When you need to be sitting up here worrying about, God damn it, if I do this, what my family gonna think? If I don't get up and make a move, what my children gonna think? How can I better serve my ancestors? How can I better serve the people that's gonna come after me? What legacy I'm gonna leave? Am I gonna leave a legacy of sloth, anger, bodies, bones, sinew, blood? Or am I gonna leave a legacy of this person at least tried? And where they dropped off, I need to pick up the mantle and run with it. But religion is not teaching you that. Spirituality is. Religion is teaching you trust not of your own understanding. What the fuck can I not trust about me? I know when my old lady cheated on me. I know when I'm losing money. I know when I'm being lied to. I know when I'm afraid. I know when I'm hungry. I know when the fuck that I need to get the hell out of Dodge before some shit pop off. I got intuition. I got an inner God psychic ability. I know who's gonna love me. I know who's gonna respect me, and hate to have all these bitches pile on relationship. But I know who the fuck is gonna be there for me no matter what. Whether I'm a piece of shit to that person or whether I'm a godsend. So why the fuck can I not trust my own understanding? Why do I need to go in the closet and pray to a Bible or pray to some God and say, help me understand why this person loving me so? Help me understand, should I love this person or not? Help me understand, should I go get this job? Help me understand, Jesus, Lord, Savior, Christ. The job is going to make you money. The job is going to have you feed your family. The job is going to put you in a better light. Take the position. Weigh the pros and cons. This is logic. This is earth-based. This is sound thinking. Let's get rid of religion, people. Let's get rid of religion and dive into our spirit. Now back to this ancestor. Everything ties together. Now, if you have your ancestor energy aligned and you have that same damn question, should I take this job? And I'm going to put it in employment because finances is where we're suffering right now in today's world. Should I take this job? And you have your ancestor energy aligned, your ancestor energy will tell you if you can do that job. Should you fear that job, or you gotta make yourself look like a fool, or should you just go ahead and do it and get the bitch done? Lean not to our own understanding. Biggest bunch of fucking crock I done heard. Cause I'm gonna lean at my own understanding all the time. Cause I know me. I don't want to unalive me. I love everything about me. My little bitty eyes, my big ass thick lips, my nose, my beard. I love everything about me. This dark ass skin. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Can't imagine being nothing else. But they would tell you to be an archetype of someone else. They'll tell you you need to be many versions of your religious deity that you worship. That religious deity is not facing the struggles and the strife and the pain and the sorrow and the heartbreak and the fuckery that we are facing now. That deity can't understand. But you know who can understand? Your ancestors, those who breathed this air, touched this ground, ate this food, went through the emotional spectrum, loved, lost, lied, died, killed, hurt, maimed, faith, dedication, grew, birthed. They experienced all that shit. So you think I'd rather have a piece of him, piece of it, than rather a whole ancestor sitting beside me? Fuck it. A whole village of ancestors sitting beside me that through my prayers and through these tears and through these sorrows and purging that we have made whole, because we have let them get a little bit of our energy. And they done healed themselves and they done conquered their demon on the spiritual world, and they're thanking us. So you damn right, I'm going to lean into my own understanding on every topic in my fucking life. And I'm going to lean into my own understanding. When I don't understand it, I'm going to get down, pray and meditate. And I'm going to say, ancestors, if you've been through this, whichever one, come through for the betterment of my own good and help me understand it too. Give me the answer. I'd rather be in that closet on my knees for 7 days and 7 goddamn nights, praying to my ancestor energy to build up my Ryatsu, my spiritual pressure, so that I can emerge from that motherfucker a God King. Versus sitting up there, I'm a lowly worm. I don't know what to do, and I feel you should come and help me if you want to, oh Heavenly Father. If it's in your will, I'll suffer this on out. Your ass suffering on the street, your ass losing your husband, you're losing your wife, you're losing your kids to the street, you're losing your job to some other motherfucker that's less qualified than you because you sitting on waiting on some God in the goddamn sky to come down and rescue your ass. And I have never seen an angel come and pick me the fuck up and get me out of some shit. I went through that shit, I learned my lesson, and I can never be put through that shit again. Let me say that a different way. I done experienced heartbreak so motherfucking bad to the point I wanted to kill myself. How many people been there? I done experienced pain, strife, and sorrow to the point where I didn't think I could go on. I done been embarrassed so goddamn bad till I thought that, boy, if I could just start over, hit a reset button. How many people been there? Do you think God came to change those people's mindset about you? Do you think he wiped the memories of everybody that have seen you do some fucked up shit? Do you think he came down and stuffed that pain and removed that from you? No, that was you. You made the conscious decision to keep on moving. Keep on ticking and clicking. To sit up there and hold your head up high in the face of your fucking adversity. But you go to a religious sect, that shit will be lean not to your own understanding, lean to God's. God, you allow people to hurt me and my generation for eons. You allowed me to be brought from paradise over here to some shit where I gotta pay taxes and do some crazy shit nowadays. I gotta hook a crook going against my true nature. I gotta masquerade as a Christian or a Muslim or something that's not natural to me. Because I'm an earth based and I like plants. I like herbs. I like nature. But now I gotta live in this big old ass house, pay bills, rent. I gotta take care of my offsprings. I gotta provide them with the necessities. I'm in a pain point, spirit. I can't get a woman or a mate because I'm not financially secure, right? Hold on. My beauty standards ain't up to where everybody else's beauty standard is. These Instagram models and shit is not up to that. So I'm in pain. But lean not to your own understanding. Lean not. Lean to God. God will make you lose weight. God will better your health when he want to, or she want to, or they want to. Versus me saying I'm finna take my ass outside and run every morning to get these abs I'm praying for. And it's working. I ain't never laid in the bed and got ripped. No bodybuilder have. They always put in the work. So don't fall for this religious shit, lean not to my own understanding. I'm gonna lean into mine every fucking day. And if I got questions, I'm gonna ask my ancestors to come back and assist. Because I am helping them and they need to help me. They don't get to take up real estate in my mind. They don't get to slick rob me. I don't get to think about your era, your time, your generation. I don't get to dress like you would have dressed. You ever wake up and just put on some clothes you think you never would have wore? The bitch look good on you now. But you like, damn, I just don't feel like I belong in this era anymore. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the 70s. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the 30s. I feel like I'm supposed to just be eating food from the 50s and the 1800s. I feel like I want to talk with an accent today. Do you think that's your brain triggering? That's an ancestor saying I'm coming up to the surface. But ancestor, if you're gonna come up here into the surface and you're gonna have me talking like a British motherfucker, then what the fuck purpose did you serve during your lifetime that you could pass on that knowledge to me? Because you don't get to slick rob us. I'm telling you some good shit, people. Ain't nobody gonna teach you like this. Ain't nobody gonna teach you. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you like this. I'm the real. And I don't make no apologies. I'm gonna have y'all ass so right to the point where y'all ain't gonna need no spiritualist, no religious fanatic. Y'all not gonna need a baron. Y'all gonna just be like, I got this shit. The only thing I ask, when you stop supporting me, every now and then you think about me, cash out me $1 or $2. I mean, it was how I get paid. And when I create everybody and get everybody on the right page and everybody is so strong unto themselves, y'all, you know, Baron helped me with this bitch. You go $1, nigga. Get your McDonald's hamburger. I ain't vegan, so I eat the burger, y'all. Nah. Let's get into what I was talking about with the trigger one. That was just my soapbox, and that's something I prayed on, and I just got to make sure we understand that. So we're going to talk about these ancestors of children who have been abused, taken advantage of, fucked over, unalived, just made not to grow up and become adults, that never got the chance to live, love, fight, fuck, whatever you call it. These are kids that were stopped in their prime by abuse, by reset. Y'all know what the reset mean for me. When they reset themselves, by a reset, by all of that though. We need to pray for them ancestors because they failed the lesson. They failed the mission. These kids failed. They didn't get to live. These kids lost. They didn't get to be. These kids didn't get to experience. And that is a trapped soul that nobody wants to talk about. Because let me tell you something. Although you might have been abused, taken advantage of, I have. I don't mind. I'm transparent as fuck. I share my story. I don't care. Although you might have been abused, taken advantage of, and just did some dirt to it. But God, your source, saw favor to get you to the point where you can grow up and you can metabolize that shit and you can get past it and you can be a beacon of hope and light for somebody else. We talking about the people who didn't get to do that, who perished from that trauma. That's who we need to pray for. Y'all understanding me? Let me see them words. I want to know that I'm making sense, because if I'm not making sense, I am going to go in that closet and I'm going to pray for abs again. Give me the strength to power through this walk that I'm going to do this morning. People, there have been some real shitbags throughout history that have just done some horrendous thing to those kids, and it's still going on today. And the reason why these kids are being abducted, the reason why these kids are being hurt, strung up in the woods 1 mile away from their houses, hidden, buried, is because we as adults are not praying hard enough to our ancestors to protect them. Because these generation of children don't understand. They don't understand ancestor energy. It's a fad. It's a trend. It's a color. It's a pair of shoes. It's a talking point. But we that understand, that done been there, done that done had to survive this shit, we understand. Now, the only thing that can truly help them understand, listen to me good, because there's fear, there's doubt, there's depression, there's all of that stuff in our youth that are being taken advantage of, that they don't want to face, they don't want to talk about, they don't want to admit, they don't want to see. The only thing that's going to help them understand and get through that, if they can congregate, listen to me good. And if I ain't making no sense, you say, Baron, you're a ludicrous nutcase, and the devil is on your back, and I say thank you. The only way these kids are going to get through that trauma is not by counseling and not by us, because that's our understanding of it. We can help, we can assist, but they're going to have to lean to their own understanding. And the way they lean to their own understanding, we have to pray to the ancestors who have been through that, to these child energy who have suffered, who have overcome, who was touched, who was left alone, who was abandoned, who was unalived, who did the reset. We have to lean into them, heal them, and tell them to come back and get our children and straighten them out, align that energy. Because we can't give a 14, 15-year-old child an adult energy, because they haven't experienced that, and they can't lean. Here we go. I told you I'm teaching, and I'm unapologetic. They can't lean to their own understanding some shit they haven't experienced, because you can only understand that which you have experienced. Now, I like to say I'm sounding like some old Southern Negro preacher, but I am black. I am from the South, and I am preaching. So thank you. We can expect some child that is being taken advantage of, that has been hurt in our modern day age, to understand how to get over this shit, because they don't understand adulthood. Only thing they understand is trauma and pain, and they haven't had the time to metabolize this shit and to understand it, to get to the point where they can be in a place of security and serenity. But you know who have done it? The ancestors that have overcame it. The youth ancestors that went through the shit and nobody was there. They aching for somebody to give them some energy and help them out of that mindset and out of that trauma. And you tell them, we don't just give ancestor energy without giving them a mission. If I give you this and I pray for you, I need you to come back and I need you to heal my son who don't listen to me because of some trauma he ain't shared with me yet. I need you to come back and get my daughter to understand that this shit is going to be okay, because she can't listen to me because she feeling I don't understand a damn thing about her. Come back and regulate that mind for me. I don't want Jesus to do it. They've been praying for Jesus to do it all damn time, and ain't shit changed. Quick sidebar. I was talking to a couple council people about my other business, my other program, helping at-risk youth, and they led off in prayer. They were doing all this Jesus stuff, and they say, well, Jesus has ordained your steps to help these children. I say, ma'am, please. I say, ma'am, sir, please don't bring Jesus up in this. They were shocked. What? So don't bring Jesus up in here. I say, tell me something. What has Jesus done for the black community? I say, you got all these preachers, all these ministers, all these Christian cook groups that hand out plates of food, clothing, t-shirts, socks, and drawers, toiletries. I say, you have to read the Bible, or have to come visit their church, become a member. I say, all this in the name of Jesus. I say, but Jesus ain't getting nobody off the street. I say, Jesus is not providing a house for them. I say, but let me tell you something. When the same little group of white, and get this people, it infuriates me, the same group of white pagan witches in Orlando, Florida, came to the middle of the fucking hood and told people about spirituality and how strong nature was and how they can be stronger and this is not their true representative, and how if they just lean onto their own understanding, live off the land and live off off nature, the homeless people, the displaced people started coming up with solutions how to better themselves. They know they're not gonna get the house, the fancy cars. They know they're gonna be looked at as low-level citizens, but they had an inner peace in themselves that although I may look like this, I can still be something. I can go and buy a tent from Walmart, pitch it in the woods, live out of sight, and I can go get a job, making enough money so I can sustain. I ain't gotta sit up here and panhandle. Spirituality gives you a sense of self-worth. Any form of organized religion will give you a sense of self-doubt, meaning that you need to doubt yourself and lean unto somebody else. Now, how does that apply to our children, to the children who are getting hurt? You can't talk about it. You're a man, a heterosexual young boy that got touched by his uncle, father, neighborhood friend. You can't talk about that because you're a punk, you're a sissy. Any other derogatory word towards the LGBT community, you're that. Girl, do it. Oh, you was too fast in the ass. You wore the wrong clothes. You put yourself in that situation. I've heard it all. Oh, hold on. God allowed that to happen. You telling me God is going to allow a 6-year-old boy to be taken advantage of by 2 grown-ass men? Don't know their sexual orientation, don't know their sexuality, don't know if they doing it right or wrong, don't know if they doing it for a fucking sugar cup or a goddamn biscuit. But that's what God want us to do. Trust not your own understanding. That was God bringing you to a point where you can be a beacon in somebody else's life. No, that was a piece of shit asshole that took advantage of you. That was a piece of shit person who didn't give a fuck. That's a piece of shit person who needs to have, need to be castrated. Need to have it brick, and if it need to have cement put up in it and harden, and there you go. Get the fuck on out of here now. Our children are suffering just like our children suffered from our ancestor days. And the only person that's going to heal them if we put them in a line with that traumatic ancestor and tell the ancestor, hey, you got to be the one to help this child. I can counsel them, I can support them, I can hold their hand, but at the end of the day, if they do not understand how to beat this, because again, lean not to your own understanding, lean to God. If they cannot trust themselves to metabolize the pain, the suffering, the shit that they done been through, how the fuck we expect them to function as citizens, as adults? How the hell are we supposed to expect them to suppress that pain, look past and look for the glory? Because you did a sin. You got taken advantage of. It was God, the God outside of you, that allowed that to happen. But although he or she allowed that to happen, you're still supposed to worship them, show them love, and move towards them in a direction of peace, serenity, and understanding. Don't like that God. That God shouldn't have let them 2 men take advantage of me when I was a 6-year-old boy. I'm transparent as fuck, people. I don't care. I beat that. I got understanding. That's why I help at-risk youth. 90% of them are being abused in so many ways. Trigger warning. So how do we fix this? Do we fix it by constantly pumping Jesus down their throat? Pump his every religion down their throat? We don't fix it like that because they just had a dick in their mouth. We fix it by telling that ancestor, do your fucking job. You didn't make it, but you have an opportunity to heal yourself and your bloodline for the next bloodline to come and bless you even more. If you get up here and you tell that person and you save that kid from doing that reset, you save that kid from putting themselves in situations that may cause them harm, you save them from self-destructive behavior. This is your job, ancestor. You don't get to permeate inside my bloodline if you ain't shit. Get off the train. Get off me. Go on about your business. Go to your fucking cave. Go to the darkest parts of my fucking mind. To the deepest parts of the ocean, to where you cannot exist and receive any of this light energy, healing energy, life energy. You stay your cowardly ass back there. But if ancestor, if you decide to go and help my child overcome this trauma to which you understand, to which they don't understand, I give you what you want. I burn a candle for you every day. I fresh fruit. I give you what you need, ancestor. I will pray for you every night. I donate to your favorite charity. I give you them prayers. But ain't nobody teaching us how to pray like that. Ain't nobody holding our ancestors accountable. Ain't nobody holding us accountable. I'm holding myself accountable. I was abused. Nobody gave a fuck. I grew up fucking people up, gang banging, getting into the wrong shit. I didn't know how to love a fucking woman for God's sake. I done put some women through pure fucking hell. It's only when I got into my spirituality that I understood that it's not the outside source that's gonna fix me. It's me that's gonna fix me. And the me that's broken and shattered is these ancestors who are shattered and broken as well. I put them back together, I become whole. I'd rather have a whole ancestor than a piece of a God any day. People, am I not motherfucking talking the truth? Am I not getting this to you? You healed from your trauma. You fought through that shit. Ain't no God coming off a damn cross and get you to this point, because it was his will to make you this way, right? It's his will for a dude to put a dick this big in a baby. What the fuck do that? What logic? It's his will to lock a kid in a closet and keep him chained up for 19 years. Don't even know how to speak fucking English. Don't even know how to eat. Don't even know how to hold their fucking head right, walk right, talk right. It's his will for that kid to go through that for what? A new story? A glory of salvation? No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Pain and suffering is not part of this life. Pain and suffering is what we learn to cope with the next until we get into the next life. Until we learn. Mean not to your own understanding, piece of fucking shit, my ass. I'm gonna lean to my understanding, even if I don't understand it. I could go in that closet and talk to them motherfucking ancestors, and goddamn it, somebody done been through it. Somebody done somebody done overcame this shit. Somebody understand what I'm going through, and somebody is gonna come through and give me the sense, the knowledge to overcome it myself. And then I can face the fucking world. And then I can look at a motherfucker who hurt me as a child and say, fuck you. And I don't forgive you, nigga. No, not by any means necessary. Don't forgive nobody that hurt you. Past, present, future. I don't forgive nobody that hurt me. I just know I can't fuck with you. And please don't cross that line again. Because my understanding is to beat your ass, to hurt you, or to do you the same goddamn way. That gives me joy. I ain't letting you go. I'm petty. And my Baron petty too. And when we all realize that shit, that we need to be petty as fuck with the people that have hurt us in our life, and we meet them with that same aggression and that same energy, only if they cross that line. We give them a chance. I get it. I'm a fair player. Cross it again. Cross me again. Bitch, I'm going all out and I'm going to be the pettiest motherfucker you can imagine. Know what that do for me? That give me a self-esteem, people. That give me self-worth. That give me a purpose. I understand my situation now. Our children is facing total destruction because they don't got the understanding. And they are dealing with this shit by popping pills, doing drugs, checking out, unprotected sex out there, getting infected, taking chances, going to different countries for fun, going to Miami for club days and then come up missing. Hell, the ultimate taboo, getting rid of your own culture because you're afraid you don't want to be identified as that. They don't understand. So we need to get the ancestors to get their ass right. Ancestors, you in this lineage for a reason. Get your ass up here. Do the right fucking thing. Help that child get to the point where they don't have to put themselves in that danger. You might have not have had a life to live, but you got a responsibility, ancestor, to thunder back up here and fix this. Protect them. People, I'm really serious about this motherfucking topic right here. Quick story. Went to a Christian church, sat down. The pastor, he was adopting children who had been abused in various ways, and they was an adoption agency. I turned this into a true spook story because it's a real spooky piece of shit, man. So what I just paraphrase it now. The kid, it was a kid, got up. He was sweet. Back in the day, we called it sweet, y'all. And he got up there, and the pastor told him that's not what he was, and he was going to hell for having effeminate qualities. And the pastor adopted him, and he had the traits. He had the paper that this all this kid knew. This all this kid knew is all this man knew is woman activities. He had a mama who didn't care. His mama was just dressed up as a prostitute, sisters, and he was about the only one or two boys in the household. So he identified with that right there. So when he would start getting taken advantage of, and the pastor adopted him, he's 16, 17, 15 years old. That's what he identified way back then. That was way back then, before this shit became cool and understandable and tolerant. Put the boy in front of the church, cursed him out, made him feel like nothing. That boy couldn't metabolize that shit. He couldn't metabolize it. That's all he knew. And the preacher told him, you like this because you don't trust Jesus. You like this because you lean into your own understanding and not that of God. That boy slit his wrist in the back of the church. He didn't die. They saved him. Worst thing I seen. If the preacher would have told that boy, it's okay, but just look into yourself and see why you want to be this way. Let's see what makes you this way. What makes you tick? What makes you feel good to be this way? How do you feel when you're at this part? And you could have got a little more understanding. And maybe it would have been because this is all I ever knew. Then can I show you something different? Simple fix. I pray my ancestors help my children out when I can't help them out. I pray my ancestors come back and beat in my ass if I fuck over my children, even the ones that's mad at me for no reason. I pray my ancestors come back and afflict me with some shit that I cannot imagine, that I may treat these kids right. And I may give them the best encouragement, even when I'm pissed off, blood raw, mad at them. Because it's not their understanding. They don't understand my mindset. They don't understand what I overcome. They don't understand where I'm at in life. But as an adult, somebody who have been there, done that, we understand where they are. They ain't gonna listen because they can only understand up to a certain point. So now we need that ancestor energy to pair with our parenting energy to come back and say, help them understand where we're trying to get them to go. Give them the understanding that how you overcame, how you did what you did, how you made it or didn't make it, or you knew what you should have done at the end of your lifespan to make it, imbue that child with it. Help them understand. Ain't nobody praying that way for our at-risk youth. Ain't nobody praying that way for our sisters out there that want to wear cut-up clothes in their ass and shit. Ain't nobody praying out there to the girl that's running around the corner sucking dick and fucking every older nigga on the low. Ain't nobody out there praying for that young boy who got to knock somebody in their head just to put food on the table. They not praying for that. They're praying to Jesus to come fix it. See how that worked. See how that worked. People, if you're going to fuck with the Baron, you're going to fuck with the Baron. If you're going to hate the Baron, you're going to hate the Baron. I don't give a shit one way or the other. My total goal is to make sure you are healed, safe, and secure. To make sure you understand where you going wrong, and to make sure you understand where the fuck you going right. That's all. I done been a piece of shit. I'm probably still a piece of shit to some. But I done been a piece of shit. Enjoyed being a piece of shit. God damn it, that was fun. But it comes a time when I gotta grow up and lean to my own understanding of life, pain, suffering, sorrow, and do what I gotta do to make it work, people. Do what I gotta do to make it relevant for my existence. And the most relevant thing for me right now is helping everybody that I can until my light get dimmed and extinguished. Helping everybody to see a side of them that they probably never even seen or was afraid to bring out. I don't care, I'm doing it. People, we got to get this shit together. And we got to stop allowing on outside sources. Because if you are your God, and you love yourself enough not to hurt you, and you love yourself enough to bless you up, and you love yourself enough to fix you with counseling, therapy, and everything else, you should love yourself enough to strengthen your ancestor bloodline that you may be unstoppable in any situation. Somebody knows the answer to it, because all the answers reside inside of us. So let's be smart about this ancestor worship, this ancestor spiritual prayers. Let's be smart about our ancestors all together and put their ass on the spot and make their ass make sense to us. Because we fail for lack of understanding. That's in the Bible too. Lean not to your own understanding, but God, same verse, different page. You fail for lack of understanding. And if we can't get the understanding ourselves, and we got to rely on an outside source, and that outside source don't come in time to help us get it, we fail because we don't understand. Am I making sense? You see the contradictory there? So I'd rather go with the powerhouse that I am. I'd rather go with the shit that I know I can do. I know I'm going to eat when I'm hungry. I know I'm going to drink when I'm thirsty. I know I'm going to run when bullets start flying. I know I'm going to do whatever I got to do to maintain my livelihood and my lifestyle. I got that. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to, oh, Lord, you just make sure that I'm okay. If I lose everything, I know it's in your plan. I like to smell good. I like to look good. And I like to dress motherfucking good. I'm not putting a sheet around me or a bag or some shit like that. No, I'm gonna wear my nice Clarks and smell good with my nice cologne. Be spiritual as hell. Treat everybody with respect, love, and kindness. Enjoy this beautiful life. Live and prosper. I'm not gonna stay in a fucking hole waiting on somebody to come and bless me up. I'm gonna bless my fucking self up. I'm not gonna stay in a hole waiting on some outside source to heal my child. I'm gonna pray to my ancestors and tell them to heal my child for me. If I can't do it, y'all do it. We all in this together. And that's where you win. Let's get this prayer on the road. I done had you here too long. We all in this together. I hated that movie. My kids used to watch that bitch all the time. Now it just popped in my head. Kid doing the little dances and I think it's called School Days Dancing. I don't know. I don't know the name. I just know I watched them fucking kids jump around so goddamn much. And they had the whole choreography in the living room. And I'm like, boy, y'all break anything in my motherfucking house. I don't know what the name of that song. Disney Music Dance. I don't know, man. Y'all help me, man, cause now that shit in my head. Little kids dancing, we all need it together, and we dun 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 dun. Them kids was getting it in that living room. I used to be like, yeah, High School Musical. That's it. That's it. I hate that shit. And I hated Drumline once I bought that boy them drums. Ain't that, check this out. We finna pray. I just like to make you smile. So I bought my son Jay Shannon a drum. Drumline was out. I go to the store, buy him a drum, hook it to him, get the sticks. Tell me why him and my son, Eddie, understood how to play the drums just by watching the movie. They mimicked the shit and came up with their own way of doing it, flipping the stick just like the never had a music lesson in their life. Isn't that amazing how the brain worked? That they emulated it, picked it up, and started making their own beats with the drums. Never took a dance course in their life. Saw High School Musical, they in the living room doing choreography dance. Once they learned the dance from the choreography on the TV, they started coming up with their own little choreography dances. Isn't that amazing? They couldn't do it because they didn't understand it, but once they was shown and they understood it, they can do it. If our children are suffering and they don't understand how to overcome it, tell these ancestors to come and help them understand it. And then they will overcome it, people. Message. Oh, Heavenly Father, Source, Creator, whatever you like to be called, them, they, and who. I ask that you grant me an audience with my Baron. That's right. Open up the channel of communication with my Baron so that he may understand me and I may understand him. Thank you so kindly. Oh, Baron, my friend, my guide, you have been there for me through the roughest times and through the bestest time. And you promised that you would give me whatever I ask for as long as I become a great person and I live out the plan and the contract that we have. And that's to help everybody I come in contact with. And I thank you for making sure that I'm staying on the right path. And I thank you for constantly being in my life because I know I'm on the right path because you guide and you aid me. So thank you. I love you. Baron, grant me an audience with my ancestors. And I want to talk to the ancestors of these children who was hurt, abused, who didn't make it. This is the energy I'm tapping into. Allow them to share a little bit of my energy and everybody's energy within earshot of this prayer without hurting us, harming us, or taking too much. Just a little bit to give them a taste, to let them know that we there for them and we recognize them and we see them. Thank you, Baron. I love you. To my young ancestor who didn't get a chance to live a life, I'm sorry. I apologize that happened to you. I apologize that nobody was there to help you through this situation. I apologize that nobody understood your pain, your sorrow. I apologize for the masses, for future generations who may forget you, and for past generations who just saw fit not to help you or didn't know you needed help. I apologize for them because we are one and one is all. And I just want to say I am sorry from the depths of my soul, but God damn it, we are praying to you now, and we are giving you energy now, and we are asking you to come back and help the youth. Come back and help the kids in this day and age, in this waking age. Understand that they are better than this, that they don't have to sit out there and put themselves out there hook and hoe. They don't have to sit out there and sell dope and hurt people. They don't have to sit out there and do a reset. They don't have to put themselves in harm's way just to get a feeling or emotion or attention. Come up and show them what it is they need to do in life to better themselves. We perish from lack of understanding, and you are an ancestor now. You have a responsibility to help those of us understand our trauma, our pain, help us overcome it, how to get through it. This is your job. This is your task. This is your bloodline. This is in your best interest. And ancestors, I'm telling you, although you might not have survived this trial, but there are kids right now going through this trial who, if you just intervene, if you just take that razor out of their hand, if you sit up there and take that molly out of their mouth, if you sit up there and just take that pistol and that rock, or you tell them to step back from the ledge and just coach them to do the right thing and get them help, coach them to make them phone calls and get the help, you'll be saving your generation. Think about it, ancestor. You don't get to sit in darkness and pettiness and in bitterness all because you didn't get to live a life. I'm sorry. Your people that was there in the time couldn't help you or didn't help you or didn't want to help you or didn't know how to help you. I am sorry for that, but God damn it, you got a responsibility to keep your bloodline going, because that is your life force and that is your energy. And I am commanding you and demanding you at the same time to get your ass up here and save our children, save our youth, save everything that is permeating, hurting us. Save it, save it, save it, fix it, assist, understand, help us understand, help us parents understand how to love our children, talk to our children. God damn it, if you can't reach them, God damn it, come and reach us. Help us, because we are losing this generation. We are losing this battle. We are losing. And you are the only one who could come up here and give your expertise, give your insight, give what you learned and the pain and sorrow you overcame, and permeate through the youth of our youth in our communities. Color and gender is not important. I don't give a damn what color you is. If you're an ancestor and you been through some shit and you was unalived, or you didn't make it, or you was abused and you died as an abused child, you have an obligation to come to your offspring, your lineage, and fix this. Help them understand that they don't have to drug up, they don't have to drink up, they don't have to reset, they don't have to do this. They can get over this shit and they can understand. They become a beacon for future generations. This is my charge to you. You don't get to take up free rent in my soul. You don't get to take up free rent in my universe. You don't get to take up free fucking space if you ain't doing nothing good. Because I told you, I'd rather have a whole ancestor than a piece of a God any day. And you fall under that category. So get your ass up here and you start saving our youth. The preacher can't do it. Some of the parents can't do it. But God damn it, you can. And you get your ass up here and you do it. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you in authority, because guess what? You're still a child. I'm still an adult. And you're going to do what the hell it is you're supposed to do. Or you can get your ass up out of my ancestor lineage. Go to the deepest, darkest recesses of our mind and you stay your shackled, miserable ass there. But you don't get the right to live inside me and feed off of my energy and feed off my imagination and my thoughts and my joys and my hopes if you ain't willing to help us achieve it. Because that's what our children are, our joys, our desires, our hope. You see where I'm coming from with this, ancestor? So get your ass up and do your job, and you fix this. Something that an outside deity cannot. This starts within. You fix this. We allowing you to borrow our energy to do it within reason. Don't make us sick, don't hurt us, don't do nothing but fix our offspring. Help them understand that we love them and we're gonna always love them and we respect them and cherish them. And if you got a parent out there that's abusing one, god damn it, cut their hand off, cripple their motherfucking ass. Do something to stop that abuse. God damn it, you got power, you understand. I want to thank you in advance. And I will be checking back on this topic, Ancestral. You bet your ass on it. Because our children are our future. And I need you to be right. Do your job, Ancestral. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Everybody, I did. You think I came to fuck around with y'all today? You got another thing coming. I love that TikTok, man. That shit funny to me. If you think I came to play with y'all, Ancestors, if you think I came to play with y'all, y'all got another fucking thing coming. You don't get to take up real estate here, baby. I cast everything out that's not meant, that's not serving a purpose. Get your ass out. Get ye behind me. People. Help us become curse breakers. Go ahead, Roger. You said that on point. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all see, this is what it's about. Y'all pray to the ancestors, command them. Y'all living, they not. They living through you vicariously. So make them earn it. I love this. I love this. If I can only do this and get paid to do it, I'll do it. Hell, if I can only do this for free, I'll do it. But I gotta live, so money transfers. It is what it is. But I love this. I feel in my heart that I am healing, I'm making a difference, and I am getting people to the point in their lives where they can understand themselves. Because everybody know what you did, how you did it, when you did it, but nobody understand why you do it. And that's the whole key thing. And the why resides in our ancestors. Now I'm getting into my own teaching on my other business that I got. I can't cross them too. Separation of church and state, you know. Everybody, how you feel? We're all in this together. Y'all remember that shirt used to be puffed up like this? Ever used to have a little gut roll? Not no more, baby. I be sit up in, I be doing the, and then I do the leg raises, then I do this right here. I haven't gotten to the point where I could take this hand, laying on my back with my head up, and touch my toe like that. I ain't got to that shit. I ain't that flexible yet, but I'm getting there. Then I do this on my back too. I lay down with both of my hands and I go, I'm hustling, baby. Hustling. Then I'm gonna go and beat up S.O.L and lather my whole goddamn body up. I told you I'm running around be like them dudes running on the sidewalk with no shirt on, sun beating on their ass, glistened up like a motherfucker. Pay attention to me, bitches. I work hard for this. Roger, man, I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. You're damn right I'm getting super. I'm Black Superman. Tell me, I got a quick joke for you guys. Tell me why, since I've been talking so much shit about Idris Elba, tell me why every time I turn on my YouTube, he's motherfucking on my YouTube with an advertisement for Priceline.com. Priceline.com. Talking in the British fucking accent. And I'll say, okay, I click that shit. Then it's another one where he on there. I say these phones fucking with me. I don't want to see Idris Elba on my goddamn timeline. But guess what? Every time, Priceline.com, mate. I say, so the Oracle has a sense of humor to fuck with me. Yes, the universe is trying to motivate me. If I had a British accent, and I think I look way better than Idris Elba. If I had all this money in a British accent, I could be a movie star too. He just had that British accent. All the women like the British accent. Damn, Idris Elba. All on my timeline. I'm like, fuck this guy here for. Hey, don't mind me. I go off the tangent. He would have been okay with me, and I like his movies. If he wouldn't have never said he was the black Superman. I'm the black Superman. I'm the indestructible man. God damn it, I'm the black Superman. And I don't know why that fucked me up, because I know it was in a movie strip, but just hearing somebody else say it, I'm like, this bitch, that's me. I make things happen. Yeah, I'm petty, and my Baron petty too. So that's all I can say. Everybody, so y'all ready for another True Spook this Thursday? Let me tell you, this one right here, I got to give you all a disclaimer, and I'm going to set up multiple disclaimers before this bitch airs. This True Spook is so true and near and dear to me, and it's still happening right now. So I'm going to talk about the past version, the past all the way up to today, what's going on today. I'm going to ask that you guys in the comments be gentle, because this person is very close to me. They're still living and they still going through this shit. And I want you guys to understand, just be gentle, because I'm sharing it. And these people are still living. These are my families. So just be gentle with me, and be gentle with it, and listen to the story for what it is, because there's a message in it. But you guys will not be disappointed. It's going to be longer than 30 minutes. So make sure you watch it on your lunch break when you got time. Wow. So, all right, everybody. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You know you got the Baron premieres. You got that. How did you guys like that pick a card? I got that up and running. It was kind of hard doing the edits. Blackwitch helped me with that. Oh yeah, the music. Oh Ziggy, I got your email. The music would not be loud. I'm learning how to do it on the iPad versus the laptop, because I carry the iPad with me. So I didn't know how to gauge the sound, because I got two different editing softwares, one for this one and one for the iPad. So, but yeah, I learned how to get the sound just right now. So yeah, the sound gonna be right, and you're gonna hear the story. Yes, I'm trying to throw up the picker cards too and everything up there. I'm trying to do a lot more with the channel and everything, because I think my baby is gonna be true spook. I had a lot of crazy shit that happened to me in my lifetime, and I think everybody should know this shit really happens to people. And a lot of people out there not sharing their childhood stories, or they forget their childhood stories, traumas and fears, because we leave our imagination, or we told that's of the devil. And when Christianity swept through, we had to get rid of all that shit. But the shit did happen. Fairies was running around. People was morphing and changing skin colors and shit. And people with hazel eyes, you see them one day, now they got brown eyes. The next day, motherfucking woman had black hair, and now she got all white hair. And then what the fuck that happened for? You see this shit growing up, and you have to put it out your mind. I'm not gonna hide it anymore. I'm telling you guys the God and the truth. And it all happened in the same district of Orlando, Florida. It all happened right there in that little corridor. And it's saying what happened in other people's hoods, what happened in other projects, what's happening in the projects in New York that ain't nobody talking about, in Cincinnati, Pennsylvania. People, you gotta get us out there. We gotta know what the fuck we dealing with. All right. Everybody, tomorrow is Tuesday. I missed the other one because I was sick, but we will be doing the one card tomorrow, 8:30. Be there, Patreons, be there. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Beijing. I want to give a shout out to Queen Beijing right quick. And Queen Beijing, I really do thank you for this. If you're still tuning in, Queen Beijing came to me in a text and she said, Baron, I get your Patreon and I'm subscribed to the Patreon, but they are not taking money out of my account. And she said, I don't want to slick rob spirit. And I kept saying, like, the way it's set up, that a lot of people come in there for free and a lot of people slick robbing spirit. And people, let me tell you something. No good come from that type of shit. No good come from it. Spirit gonna answer your question regardless, but you gotta think about it. You attained that question in error, in falsehood, and you ain't do what everybody else doing. You did it in a slick, nasty, robbing shit. You're asking more than one question, using different accounts, going through the back door. How the hell you gonna call yourself of God, of spirituality, doing the right thing when you sitting up here slick robbing spirit for a fucking question? A spiritual question. It got so bad to the point I wanted to even stop doing it. I was like, let me shoot these people back their money on Patreon. I don't even want to deal with this shit no more. But then I got talked out of it. Because if you're gonna slick rob spirit, and spirit is sitting up here asking you a question to help, that says something about you. You should really question yourself, people. You should question yourself. And Queen Beijing, she said, Baron, this money ain't coming out, but I get all your alerts. Could you double check and make sure that I'm paying for it? And I said, yes, ma'am, I will. And I never thought about it. But that shows integrity. Queen Beijing, thank you. That shows integrity. Because it's hard dealing in this spiritual world. It's hard tapping into the sources, working through you all's issues, working through my issues, taking myself out the equation, and then still having to love and cherish and give you guys the best advice that spirit got to give, and then I have to fat chest spirit only to be robbed, only to be slick robbed, or not taking serious about this. So that's some shit you got to wrestle with yourself. I'm not going to stop the program. I'm going to continue to do it. And I just hope that everybody just do the right fucking thing, because no good come to people who rob spirit. No good come to them. I mean, no good come to you. Not wishing nothing bad on you. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just telling you how karma works. You may feel like you're getting over 9, but that energy I put into those questions, that energy everybody put into those questions that's blessing you or that's praying for you when spirit give you a mission or a job to do, you're slick robbing at every last single person if you're doing that, who's praying for you and have your best interest. And that's petty as fuck. And you shouldn't do it. But I'm not going to stop the program because people depend on it. So tomorrow, 8:30, one question, tarot giveaway, Patreon. Y'all know how it go. This will be the first yesterday. No. I got to make sure I'm straight. So the first Saturday will be on around by the 9th. The second Saturday will be like the 14th. That's when we're going to be doing the teachings. Okay, so not this Saturday and not this Saturday, but the following Saturday is when we're doing the teaching. These teachings is going to be on understanding the waist beads and how to utilize them properly. Not stepping on nobody's toes, but it's the way we need to utilize these things. Well, I could say the Baron's way and the Baron's understanding of utilizing these waist beads. Yeah, I guarantee it's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, men, you involved too. Don't worry, y'all be there too. Not just women, men, you need to be there because it's something teaching for you guys as well. All right, everybody. So join this coming Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I put it on Premiere and I'll be in here typing and working, but I'll be looking at the comments and sometime I'll chime in. But hey, this Premiere that's coming, this True Spook that's coming up, very near and dear close to me. These people are very much still alive, so I can't say their real names, but their names I'm gonna put in their perspective, dates, and locations. It is what it is. You guys can look it up. I want you to understand everything I say is true. There is no fabrication along the lines nowhere. This shit really, I really experienced it in my lifetime. That's why it's true spook. I had to live with this shit. Now y'all get to experience it through my eyes. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for allowing me to take a little bit of your time, talent, and energy up. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the people who donate to the channel, to the page. Thank you for everybody who's been sharing my videos, sharing my content. People, I do this for a living now. I left a $140,000 job to do this because this is my calling, and I just thank you all for supporting me. I ain't making that on YouTube. Trust me, the Baron is not there, but I thank you guys so much. All right, everybody, I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust the you and the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe. Oh, one more thing. Watch out for these fake ass Instagram things that's going around saying they me. I got 1_ in my name. S.O.L.Matters. 1_. Not 2 in the middle, not 1 on the end, not 1 in the front, not a double S here, not a double this here. The only double letter in that bitch is 2 T's. Be careful, because a lot of people have gotten scammed. I'm getting emails saying you did me a reading, and I do not contact people on Instagram to read them. I have a website. You go to that website, S.O.LMatters.com, and you book your reading. That's the only way you get to talk to me on a reading, other than the 1 card tarot. So I am not sitting up here reaching out to you. I am not in your DMs. And trust me, I do not come across your name in my mind and spirit tell me to give you a call. I do not do that. And for the people I have done that to, trust me, they have gotten a reading by me in spirit, and they are in need, and spirit say, reach out to this one right now. And I don't send no text message. I will pick up that phone and dial you direct from a landline. So y'all be careful out there, okay? All right, everybody. Y'all take care. God bless and much love.